Here is the little recap of InDesign, even though we've gone extensively over InDesign in class over the semester. Here's a little recap for your book cover final assignment. So you're first going to open up the PDF for the book cover template, and you're going to open that up in Acrobat. You'll then look at the measurements here, and this is where you're going to use your calculator, and you're going to add the measurements here, front and back cover, and the spine measurement, and you're going to come up with a total to put in the InDesign document as your width. The height is 8 inches. It's 8 inches up and down for the entire piece. So you'll type into your calculator 5.25 times 2. What's that? It equals 10.5 inches. And then you're going to add 0.38 to that and come up with that total. That total will be your width. So that said, let's go here into InDesign, and you're going to go to File and New Document, and you're going to punch in your measurements here. So your width total that you come up with, and then your 8 inches of height. You'll turn off facing pages because you're only going to be using one page. The whole cover, front and back and the spine, are going to be one page. You'll come down to your margins. You'll type in 0 and make sure that this little button is clicked, and that way you zero out all of your margins at once. You'll go further down and you'll type in 0.125 inches. It's always in inches by default. And then you're going to make sure you click on this button again so that all of these populate correct. And then you're going to create your document. From here, and this one that I have right in front of you is the incorrect size. I want you to be able to add up the front and back cover numbers in inches, and then add in the 0.38 inches for the spine and come up with that total on your own. And then after you do that, you will go and you'll open up your document, like I said, in InDesign, New Document. You're going to type in those numbers, and then you're going to go back to File. Whoops, where'd it go? Place. You're going to hit up Place, and then you're going to search on your desktop for that book cover PDF template. So let's see, I've got a lot of files here. I've found the folder, and I'm going to choose the PDF. And there it is. It gives you a preview of the PDF. That looks right to me. I'm going to click Open, and then I'm going to come to the top of my InDesign document. And see how where I've clicked OK when I went to the Place area under File, it gives me this nice little icon, so I know exactly what I've chosen. I've chosen the right document. Okay, so it's waiting for me to place it. I'm going to go, because I've punched in my bleed, from the bleed that's in the template as well. It's already included in the template. I've punched in my bleed in InDesign, so I'm going to go to the edge of the bleed. Now the bleed is the little red line here. The trim line is where the white goes against the gray. So when I click in here, you'll see that the edge of the PDF template goes right up to the edge of the bleed, and that's perfect. That's what you want all around. You want it to fit in your document exactly. You'll also notice that this trim line matches up with the dotted trim line in the PDF as well. That's exactly what you want to do. And you're going to place this in your master page, and then you're going to go to your pages and double click down on your live pages here and do your work. Now when you're in the master page, you can, or in the live page too, but it's better to do it in the master page. You'll put guides, so you can drag guides from the rulers over to where your trim line will be, because you're going to be placing your artwork on top of the template. You're going to cover up the template so you're not going to see it. So only you see your artwork, but you have the document at the correct size, and you have your guides to show you where your bleed is. Now, you know what bleed is for, so I'm not going to tell you here. Put a couple more guides here. I'm putting one here for the spine, so I know exactly where my spine artwork is going to go. And so on. I would put it down at the bottom of the document as well. on my trim there so that I know exactly where I'm going to lay things out. So I'm just going to put a color here so you can see what I mean by covering up the template. And I've clicked on my box here, but if to make a square, when you're going to place your artwork, you're going to go to File and Place, just like you did for the template. So I'm going to place my color here. Oops, let's get rid of that. I'm going to do my box from the edge of the trim all the way down to the edge of the spine here. And I'm just going to place a color in there so you can see how the template is going to be covered up. But I still have my guides, right? So I can see that the back cover is covered up. I'll make a copy of this so I can put it over here too. I can see that my front cover is covered up on, for the template, and my spine remains. This is just an idea for you to see how things get covered up once you start working on your own artwork on top of the template. So that's about it. The next thing you would do, of course, and with all your documents, is save. So I want you to save your InDesign document, and I want you to title it with your name. So I'm Deb. And this is my book cover project. And I'm going to save that to my desktop. And then I'm going to package my folder, or my file. And so all of that stuff will be here. This is a good way for you to look and see what things you've included. So I only have the template so in my document, so you can see that it is including the template and it's linked. So I'm going to hit package, and it's going to give me this. It's what I named it, Deb Book Cover Project, and that's going to be the folder that all of the stuff that you've put into your document, all the images, all the typefaces, all the colors, the formatting, everything is going to go into this folder, and then you're going to zip that folder or compress that folder, and you're going to send me a link to that. So I'm just going to save it here. It shows you what it's including again, just like it did in the beginning when we started doing package with under file. And it does include a PDF in there too, which is what you're going to use as well. And you hit package, and you can see it's going through the process, collecting all that stuff, packaging it together, and that's it. So good luck. Let me know. I guess you'll let me know in class tomorrow. So that's it, and I will see you soon.